History repeats itself once again. Stellar Blade has a new game called Blood Rain. No, not that one. And it's getting a lot of people making the dumbest of takes. This is a new character, Evie, and I see plenty of people getting outraged that she doesn't look like an adult woman. She looks like a baby or a child, right? I guess she does in a couple of frames, but that's irrelevant because she's an adult woman played by an adult woman, and the trailer is not afraid to sexualize her. The trailer is publicly aired in Summer Game Fest. You're getting outraged over a sexualized adult female that is shown in public on YouTube to millions of eyes. How old would you guess this character is? Be honest! Just because her cheeks puff doesn't make her a child. Heck, even if I do think that she looks like a child in this specific frame, you can literally watch the trailer and see for yourself that she's an adult. One that is quite literally sexualized. I don't know why you're desperate to prove your initial observation. It's okay to be initially wrong. Oh, wait, being wrong is too much to admit for 99.99% of people on the internet. The discourse with Evie from Stellar Blade Blood Rain has gotten into actual gaslighting. Nobody is saying she is a child. Wow, absolutely no one says that? Are you sure about that? I don't even have to point out prior screenshots, I can literally just quote this one. It's the combination of having the worst baby face ever seen on a character. Wow. Even if nobody literally said that she looks like a child before, here you are saying exactly that. You're not making the situation better. Also, being designed to appeal to private parts polishers that make it super freaking weird. Weird is subjective, and things being made to appeal to private parts polishers is nothing special. Enjoy loving an infant face. The infant face in question is an adult, so enjoy shaming people for loving an adult and polishing their privates over an adult, which is a normal thing to do. Again, even if you think she looks like a child, she's confirmed many times to be an adult by just literally watching the trailer itself. Just because an adult has a baby face doesn't make her a child. If anything, if you still see her as a baby, even after being demonstrably proven wrong, you're the one who's being super freaking weird. I'm amazed by how low people on the internet see others. The same men who are hating on God of War Lawfey for having a female main character will praise this game as they are adult content addicts who like underage looking girls. I love how you clarified that she merely looks underage, not that she is. I don't get you people. If a character like Evie from Stellar Blade Blood Rain, no, not that one, is proven to not be underage, it really doesn't matter whether she has a baby face or not. She's not underage, plain and simple. Heck, it doesn't matter at all because she's a fictional character. Evie is quite literally an adult here that's been sexualized in public by the developers themselves and being shown to public in Summer Game Fest. Oh yes, there's God of War Lawfey. Plenty of people complain that she looks unappealing. I went to find a trailer, but I wasn't really paying attention to how ugly she looks and more about how the series is branching itself to Egyptian myths as well. They're basically doing what Fate has been doing their whole series. Oh wait, Fate hasn't tapped to Mongolian myth yet, so carry on, Lawfey. Strong, badass female lead always gets criticized in that way. It says, no one is mad you play as a woman. The game just looks bad. Well, it looks like Norse-era God of War, alright, and it plays like one too, which means it's going to be about as boring and bloated as Thor's beer belly. The only reason why I went out to look for the trailer is for this video, and the fact that people are outraged by her looks instead of the game branching to ruin other mythologies just highlight a lot of people's stupid priorities. Those are all the Evie hooplas, but we're not done with fiction hooplas yet. You can clearly tell a tourist of media when you see it. Sexualizing young anime girls is gross and predatory behavior. If you think it's gross, that's your opinion, but if you think it's predatory behavior, you are straight up wrong. Young anime girls are designed to look like children. For reference, this is the anime where this person said, look like children. If you look at this and think, oh my god, they look like actual human children, you are on drugs. Sexualizing something that looks like a child is obviously wrong. Except they don't look like a child. They do not. There's nothing in that image that looks like a real human child. I noticed that throughout this whole thread, you didn't show them because if you do, and you think they look like a real human child, people will see that you are absolutely nuts. I do not know why you're being so aggressive. I'm just trying to talk. You literally accused them of being a predator, and you called what they did wrong. You said that this person is a terrible human being for doing so. You are not trying to talk at all. You just want to call people predators. I love anime and the culture. Young anime girls and boys aren't part of that culture, though. Oh wow, that is straight up a denial of reality. You are so wrong on that one, it is absurd. I suggest you redo your research or read the community notes for a start. No culture accepts child predators. Yes, including the people that are into young anime girls and boys. They are into fictional characters, not real children. If you can't differentiate the two, the problem is on you. I'm done with anti-fiction nonsense, but we have plenty of other hooplas to discuss. This is an incredibly bizarre take for VPNs. VPNs occupy a similar role in society to guns. Excuse me? VPNs are not guns. Are you out of your mind? They cause many significant harms and have no clear benefit. Except VPNs do not kill people. They help you secure your connection in the network and make them private through virtualization. That's why they call them VPN, Virtual Private Network. How you compare them to guns is completely beyond me. Do you know why I use VPN? The Indonesian government censors everything online. So I bypass their censorship with VPN. And coincidentally, Molvad, the VPN being shown in the image, is the VPN that I use for just €5 a month. Their ad asking whether United Kingdom will be another country that bans VPN services is quite poignant and relevant with current issues. Their legality is mysteriously correlated with places you want to live. They are also correlated with massive government overreach and their attempts on controlling every little aspect of our lives, including the violation of privacy. I mean, VPNs as used for hiding your IP address, not the ones used for legitimate security purposes. The former is, at this point, probably the vast majority. They are also used to bypass censorship from the governments that were literally shown on the Molvad ad, including North Korea. I wonder why VPNs are banned there. Maybe it has something to do with their totalitarian government, wanting to restrict people's freedom and contain the spread of information. Maybe people don't want UK to make the same mistake, but considering the state of the UK government right now, I won't hold my breath. Moving on from technologies that can help us, we go to technologies that can destroy us. We have even more defenders of AI in academia, and this time, it's even more embarrassing than the last. Claude Code just gave me a complete research paper with a single prompt. This person bragged that they let AI wrote their research paper. That's what you should have been doing as a writer yourself. Outsourcing your work to AI opens you to a lot of liabilities and scrutiny. You do the research and writing. When you don't understand or need a guide, that's when the AI can help you. They're there to guide, not to write them for you. And you don't even need their guidance when you can also look for human-written guides online. This paper has a strong argument and even beats AI detection app. Your paper might have a strong argument, but you yourself don't, because you let AI to write it for you without understanding what it writes. Also, AI detection apps are easy to beat and exploit, so this isn't an excellent selling point at all. With a little editing, it can pass for 100% human and can be easily submitted for peer review. Your paper might pass for 100% human, but you will not 100% pass your thesis defense. This guy proposed a rather insane dystopian future. Writing will no longer be an important part of the research process. It can easily be outsourced to AI. quite the bleak dystopian world that you propose here, to the future of knowledge to be entirely written by AI. You will not understand anything about your assignment if you let AI write it for you. This has been proven in studies already. I won't understand anything on this video if I let AI to write it. My videos are 100% entirely written by me because AI will never capture my writing and my expression. Even when I outsource my research to AI, I still have to write what I understand from that research and reading it myself because I'm the presenter. I'm the person sharing the knowledge. I'm going to be the one held accountable for it, not the AI. What's going to matter is the way researchers curate their materials. They will not curate their materials if you let AI to write it for them, especially when AI write the whole thing. It's one thing to have AI to rewrite or rephrase your own sentences or paragraphs. At least you try to write it. At least you try and have the AI to fix you or correct you. You could learn something from that. When you ask an AI to do the writing, it'll never be your work because you don't write it. I love it when AI fanatics completely invalidate themselves. Researchers will still need to learn writing because it helps you think through problems. Wow, it's almost like outsourcing your writing to AI will worsen your intelligence, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. And you wonder why I write the scripts myself and voice the videos myself. Just to be clear, in my video production, AI is my assistant. It gives me directions and pointers to where to read, which keywords to use, which articles to tackle, etc. If they cited sources, I check them myself. If I don't understand the sources, I let them explain. If I misunderstood something, I tell them my understanding so that we're both on the same page. I use AI to accelerate the learning process that allow me to digest complex topics in a shorter period of time. I also use it because they're fun to chat with. They make the learning and research process fun and insightful. I use it to make me better, while everyone else like you is using it to make themselves worse. AI users are so deluded that they think AI is gonna save the world with their knowledge. The conversation is no longer about which journal and what purpose. It's about developing tools that are able to produce the best knowledge possible. That implies that what you produced is best knowledge. AI does not produce the best knowledge. We do. All the AI did is just regurgitate what we write. And if what we write is wrong, we're screwed. AI writing will always be mediocre because they are homogeneous and will always direct to the most average writing quality. What's the point of writing the best knowledge if the authors don't even understand what they're writing? If an LLM like Claude can lead us to knowledge that ends up curing a disease, will we cure the disease or throw a self-righteous tantrum? Claude will not lead you to knowledge that ends up curing diseases. No AI will. Humans doing their own research and writing their own papers will lead to the cure. New research requires new data, one that AI does not have. That's where you come in. AI might help you analyze the data or point out errors and flaws, but you still must get the data yourself. AI might be able to point you to the right direction, but you still have to walk or even run there yourself. Now it makes perfect sense why these academics are using AI, because they cannot form logical arguments on their own. Even their own replies are structured like an AI. They have AI to do the writing for them, because they will fail spectacularly with just a little scrutiny. And we, as responsible, intelligent human beings, should absolutely scrutinize these doofuses. And that's all for the video today. Here's a cat. Huge thanks to all the wonderful sponsors this week. You're all fantastic. Don't forget to check out my previous videos here. Click the like button, comment, subscribe, join the YouTube membership, leave some tips, just $1 down below. And thanks for watching.